What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We have another Between Gamers discussion for you all, and today we're going to be discussing the Splatoon 2 Direct that aired today. Um, so my first question to you guys is, do you all feel that it was even warranted to have another Direct?
Um, yes and no, because it's like, okay, now, yes, there were some things that were new. At the same time, it's just like, okay, he's, this is, like, what is it? It was alright. It was nothing that just, made me jump up and down and get all excited.
Uh,
I was just like, it for what it was. And y'all know me, like, was it? I love the game, but like I said, I don't think it really needed to have like a direct per se. Like, I feel like they could have kept this until like right before the game launched, just to say, "Oh, here's these cute little extra goodies you're gonna be able to get next week. Have fun."
mm-hmm.
Uh, Still, oh, but was it no? But was it? But what they did talk about was fairly interesting. And for the most part, was it because what was the first part that they showed?
They
Who
was talking about the
was
squid gear and how you can customize the color of your squid and your inkling or whatever, and the customized hair and leg wear.
yeah, was it yeah, which I'm just like, okay, Greg, yeah, yeah, they just like, well, we ain't giving you that many hair options. I'm like, well, all right. Hey, I'm like, okay. Hey, customization's not, the biggest thing on your list, but it's hey, even though part of me was just like, Red, they want to get 4 hairstyles. Okay. Hey, they said we were over this. Now, as far as what was it? Them like reintroducing the weapons, I thought that was good. But now I am curious about some of those new weapons, as far like weapons and sub weapons, and how they will do though, because I do think that those were cool. Definitely, like, it was. To be honest, it was just like, I don't know. Oh, it's like, I don't know. I feel like this information kind of should have already been like a thing a long time ago.
Quick
Cool.
shout out to Martian Cat. What up, Cat?
Meow. I don't know. So,
All
but no, but I feel
y'all
like
be
on
sure to follow Martian Cat on the Twitch.
yeah,
Twitch.
like, yes,
What
I
is it?
feel like
Twitch.tv? Is that what it is?
Twitch.
Twitch.tv /MARTIANKAT. She said, hey, purr. Go
Okay, but
ahead,
still though,
Cat.
but don't you guys feel like this information should have came out like around E3, and then maybe we would have been a bit more, interested or hyped, for the information?
Well,
Like, or is it just
it doesn't really change my opinion about the game itself
mm,
because we already knew somewhat of what to expect anyway. It's cool that they have new weapons, new gear, new
mhm,
customizations, things of that nature. But didn't they already discuss this during E3?
uh okay, they here's the thing. No, because the thing of it was like, as what was it? First, like, a lot of those weapons that they show today, as far as like, they showed like, they just gave you a brief synopsis of like the old stuff, and then they did show like more new, because before they had only ever showed like, what was it, the Splat do or something like that. Was it, like I said, they did like, show that, okay, there's new variants of these weapons, and they work differently. And even with, there's also been improvements, say like with the sniper rifle. Well, I call it a sniper rifle, but you can charge, and you can basically be in the ink, and you can still hold your charge while movement,
Yeah,
which is very helpful.
I like that.
With the roller, you can now, instead of just flinging your paint horizontally, you can do it vertically now too, which could basically help with getting kills. Holes.
Yeah, because it
Um,
goes further when you do it vertically, right?
yeah, yeah, basically. which I mean, basically, like I said, that was cool. They showed I forgot what that was, that crayon thing was, because it looked like a
Yeah,
big
I
giant
like
red
that
crayon
too.
gun. It just okay. So I'm not the one that saw crayons. I was like, why is this a crayon gun? And we talking about
You saw
paint?
the
I don't
umbrella
know.
one, didn't you?
Yeah, now the umbrella one was kind of cool. I did like that one.
Yeah.
Like
And
that,
you
like, yeah.
see they coming out with more, like I think it was one that was like a bubble machine like
Oh
thing.
yeah, oh yeah. It was
And
like a
then some
bubble
of
one.
the
It's like a
special.
bubble one that you dip, and then it
Yeah.
like and you wave it around, and it's like big giant bubbles just basically go all around. Which I mean, I think that that's fun. I mean, it's definitely an idea that I would have never thought of, and like I think that, but like that was where I was like, okay, this is really cool. This is fun. And then they didn't, and they also talked about some of the sub weapons where like you have like the jetpack where you can go up in the air and like shoot stuff from in the air. And also, then you have the, I think, what's it called? The stingray, manta ray, something like that, where the ink goes through the wall somehow. I
I
don't
like
know
that too.
how. And then like there was like the hamster wheel where like you go into like a little ball and you roll up, you can roll up a wall, and basically it'll just like explode of like ink, which I thought that was kind of cool. Then they also did talk about the like abilities, which I think was it. Now a lot of those new abilities are helpful in the sense of like there was like the thermal one where like you can see your enemies through walls, which I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now the spawn the respawn thing, okay, yeah, like that was only like a half a second.
I know that
Like
really
that's a
didn't
half a
seem.
second. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
like, oh, it's gonna be like a real, like, oh, you're gonna be able to come back quicker. No, you come back maybe 1 second quicker. Okay, so and then even with the Punisher, I'm like, oh, so what? I take one
quick,
second longer.
quick shout out! Shout out to Sinister, Tar Heel, and shout out to Miss K.
Hey, was it? Was that Miss
What up,
Cat?
people?
Um, but yeah, like I said, plus like they didn't even really say like how exactly it will work. Because say if you have like the respawn quicker on, but then someone hits you with the respawn Punisher. Doesn't that mean that you only respawn normally? Like they did not really make that clear, which
Uh,
I'm like, okay, that can get fairly confusing. And then like there was something about like the object shader, but child, I was just like, wait, what? That was so confusing as to what they were talking about. But I'm like, wait, what? And how they even explained it was just like, wait, what? Like, okay, okay. But I think from what they're showing, it's like more so now. I guess you can pick the abilities that are gonna be on your stuff rather than having to just be stuck with the abilities, which I'm like, that is so much better in my personal opinion, so
mhm.
much better because I couldn't stand the fact of just being stuck with certain abilities and then having to win splat fests in order to basically be able to get them, and then your team either don't win or they'd be like, no. And you'd be like, what? Or was it you put all that work in and then they're like, nope, you don't get shit. And it's like, what? Fuck
Well, I
y'all.
like in the different modes too. They let you team up with your friends, and that little Splatnet 2 thing. That
Oh,
looks
oh, the
like that's
app.
gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, the app
Oh
like it's
yeah,
gonna
no.
be cool.
Oh yeah, no. Like the app is actually very helpful for like like for the definitely like the hardcore fans. Where now it's like you can basically see everyone's gear, what everyone's rocking, so you know what. There's no real like surprises, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
Now, Salmon Run, that was like the first time where like I guess they showed like an extensive version of like what Salmon Run basically is gonna be.
Mhm.
Like I said, now mind you, the only
Well,
thing that I
no,
will
they went into detail during E3
they kind of like they
on
did, but they didn't
Salmon
go.
Run.
They didn't
Yeah,
go as
they
far
didn't
as
go
in
too much
depth as they
detail.
did today.
What'd you say, Dirty?
They
Huh?
didn't go into too much detail at E3. They just kind of hint about it and showed a little, but this time
No,
you
I mean, not exactly during E3, but during their treehouse or whatever it was, they did play around. If it wasn't, no, it was them. They did play around with that mode because it was
well, they
several of them sitting on the couch playing it, and they was playing on the hardest difficulty, and they kept getting their butt whooped.
Mm,
they
but
probably
still,
won't show too much of that.
Well, hell, but yeah, but they probably didn't. They probably just said, "Yeah, we're gonna play Run," but they probably didn't explain anything. Like you probably saw, wait, but they didn't like explain exactly what was going
They
on like
explained a
that.
little bit. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like this was the most like information as far as like, okay, this is what this is, this is what that is, this is how this works, this is how that works. It's the most like information they gave. Now, oh, like I said, I didn't watch the Splatoon thingy, so no offense. What was that? The Treehouse. Sorry, Nintendo didn't
Yeah,
really.
I watched it. They was going in depth with playing, but I
Mhm.
mean, I really
They weren't doing a lot of talking, which I feel like that's why I said, well, why didn't y'all come out with this first and then and go into the Treehouse? Because then at least then some things could have made more sense. Y'all could have talked about a few things more than what you did because it was like, okay, here's a cool game, but we not explaining shit. And it's like, really? Okay.
quick
So
shout
I'm
out
just
to Chariot Man videos and shout out to EJ Johnson.
What up, people?
woo, what up? What up? What up?
So,
But
Dirty, you ain't said much. What are your thoughts so far?
I thought it was cool how they was, going, explaining different stuff. Especially like the gear. I mean, it's the same as the first one, but when you talk to I forgot the name of the other little thing that be underwater.
Well, the name of the little places, like they've got, what are they called? There's
He was a sea urchin. That's what he was. Sea urchin.
there's the headwear shop called, what is it, Headspace, and then there's the Ye Old Cloth Shop, which is for your tops, and then Shella Fresh. I thought that was so cute. Shella Fresh is the shoe shop, and then Ammo Knights, KNIGHTS, is for the weapons. I thought that was real cute.
Yeah, I like it where you can fast forward the
EJ
level.
said Marina and Pearl.
ooh, yeah,
He said,
oh,
wasn't
okay.
that Diamond
Okay, you basically. Oh, you
Splash
talking about how like the new squid? Well, excuse me, Ockling sisters, because they look like more like Ockling. Aren't? Yeah, they're Ocklings, right? They're not squids.
I don't know. Whatever.
I think they're Ocklings or something. First, like I said, first of all, okay, I'm gonna say this right now, Marina, Waifu, who, Pearl, get the fuck out of here. Thanks. It, I hate Pearl's design. It's so ugly. Anyway, it was. I know y'all. I mean, great day. Hey, people already have fan
Harriet,
art.
Harriet said, Dirty and Dre, what's up?
What's
Not
up, Cherry?
much. But yeah, like I said though, was it? But where was I going with this? I don't even remember.
Yeah. Come on, Dre, get on track.
But I do like that the outfits that you wear. You can go
Mhm.
to the urchin and he will have extra gear to make you move faster, shoot
Mhm.
faster, little stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. You can go visit
Oh,
that dude.
yeah, and also there was what was it? There was like a, well, I don't know what that creature was, where like you can buy like different food to basically give you like a boost in XP and stuff like that and coins and stuff, which I was like, okay, that's definitely something new and different, which I like.
Yeah,
So, which was it? So, I mean, they at least, gave a bit more usage for coins and stuff like that. And so you don't just have to only spend it on clothes. You can at least now get food that'll give you a boost and stuff. So that was it. That was nice. Now, I don't know. So now, as far as explaining most of these stages now, I'm sitting here like, y'all pretty much did not really show. I mean, yeah, there's new stages, but it's like as far as game modes, it's like it's the same game modes that were in the game before.
Yeah. You
It
got
well,
the
was like,
turf war, you've got the rank battles, but the only difference is the salmon run. Now, the thing that I don't like about this stuff is the same thing as I mentioned before. You can't pick and choose what you want to play when, because the every like with the stupid test fire and everything else Nintendo lets you do, they're only available during certain times of the day and only for a couple of hours at a time. That I really don't like that. I would like the versatility of being able to choose what I want to play, when, and how. Not them choose for me, and then it's a random draw between the two maps or whatever of what I get to play.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo be. I think Nintendo is doing that to try to get everybody to play, everything that's, you know, because in some games, the only thing you probably play is like maybe team deathmatch or free for all. You probably would never touch capture the flag or domination or hard point or something like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess Nintendo is trying to make a way where they want you to play everything, not just your favorite and leave everything else, to the
Okay,
side.
but still, but I mean, but here's the thing though. But there are better ways of doing it. Like for instance, like with Overwatch. Now, mind you, when you do like quick play, you like mind you, you have the was it you pretty much are gonna either be thrown into an escort map, a CP2 map, or a King of the Hill map. Okay, but still though, but at least it's something random and you don't know, and it's not just oh you playing the same map for an extensive period basically of time. If anything, the most you may be on now mind you, say like if it's like an escort map, you may hey basically, you'll was it of course, say like if you're on attack, then you'll be on defense. But even then, and it's not like super uber long, it's maybe like 10 minutes. So I mean, come on now. So I mean, yes, so there are ways of doing it better than what they're doing because even I'm just like, well, okay, Nintendo, I know y'all dropped it down to 2 hours, but if you're gonna honestly keep it at this time, either y'all need to have at least 4 to 6 maps to choose from at a time, or you basically need to drop the time down to maybe an hour.
Sinister said, glad they added some variety. That's true, Sinister, but they still could have done
True.
better.
True. I mean, like, true. And like I said, I mean, I get, like, and like I said, like, I understand that yes, a lot of people are going to be upset because of the whole hey, it's only two maps and stuff like that. But like they said, they're mainly focusing on like the weapons, and you basically and that's where their main focus is. That's what they want you to focus on, not particularly the map. Which I mean, like I said, again, I get that, but I'm just like okay, but 2 hours though, like I'm just like 2 hours. Where's you have to play two maps for 2 hours? Even I'm just like, and mind you, like I said, I play. And mind you, like I said, no, I like I said,
You
no
know
one.
what
I
that
mean,
to
come on.
me what that does? That encourages people to get on, play a couple rounds, and get off.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I don't really see folks playing two maps for 2 hours and until it changes to something else. I mean, I'm sure I know people do it, but like me personally, I won't be. I don't know about you guys, but I won't.
I mean, don't get me
I get
wrong. Like, I mean, there
bored.
were a lot. No, there were a lot of people who basically did. And I mean, still, like I said, no. And to be honest, like, look, the only market that really had a problem, I hate to say it, was the American market. That was it, and no
Of
one else.
course.
The American market was the only one that had a problem. Everyone else was fine with it. So that's probably the main reason as to why they kept it because they were like, well, the Americans are really the only ones complaining. Europe is not complaining. Japan's not complaining. And so it's like, well, you're shit out of luck at that point. Which I'm just like, I mean, like I said, I get the fact that they're trying. I mean, and I guess like in some ways, this is like an incentive to, always come back or not just to, play the game, sit down, like, oh, well, say like if you see that a particular map is on that time, being like, oh, okay, I'll play that map. Oh, it's available at this time. Okay. Hey, cool. I'll be around or something like that. Like I don't know. I mean, like I said, genuinely, I don't know where they're trying to go with it. I mean, do I personally really get it? No. Do I personally really agree with it? No. But I mean, I'm trying to at least have a bit of an open mind about it, you know what I'm saying? And not just be like how some people people on the internet are, where they're just like bashing it so harshly and just being so utterly fucking rude. Dude, like, I'm sorry, but some people are just. I get the fact that you don't like something, but goddamn, like y'all literally, y'all be sitting here. Some people, man. Ooh, Lord, let's just say this. Some people, I cannot with them. Like, I had to dislike someone's video earlier just because of the fact that they were so like they came across so rude about it. Like, and not
What
even in a good
about
way.
the direct itself, or
That's
what
what
was
like
it?
the direct, the game, everything was just so rude. And then said, "And oh, anyone who's defending it, it's like, oh, they're just some little Nintendo fanboy and da da da." And I'm just in there like, don't be generalizing people like that. So
Well,
what
you
if
know
people
that's what
enjoy?
they do, Dre.
Well, I know that's the case, but still, though, it's like the. I'll say it like this. Yes, we get the fact that yes, some people will just blindly follow it, but it's like, but to generalize everyone to say that, oh, anyone who defends this game is basically just blindly following them. It's like, are you kidding me? And it's like,
Well,
okay,
keep in mind that's one person's opinion. You know what they say about the opinions.
they like, you know what, and everyone has one. It,
So,
no matter how ignorant they might be.
Dirty,
They,
you didn't finish your statement.
Um, oh, I just like how they have now instead of I forgot the name of it where you have to take over an area. Now they have where you got to take over a tower and you
What, the
have to
turf
ride,
war?
huh?
Turf
no, the
Yeah,
war?
tower
the different.
control.
Yeah, the different turf wars. Like now they got two extra ones. You know, the tower where you have to ride it all the way back to
I
your
like
base.
that. I think that's cool.
Wait,
Yeah,
wasn't that wasn't wait a minute, that wasn't in the first one?
Yeah, it
no,
was.
To say, because I was just like, wait,
wait a
I
minute,
could
that
have
was in the
sworn it was
first one.
something. Yeah, but that, mind you, was only in rank though. You probably didn't do a lot of rank, did you?
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. It
yeah,
what
that
they
was cool. And I
uh,
like the one where you had to steal something and take it back to your base. It almost
that
reminded me of Capture the Flag.
yeah, that was also in rank too.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
What
Mm-hmm.
the what are they called? I forgot what it's called.
Rainmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Rainmaker was in the
I
first one too.
played, it's like every time I played rank, it was always, take over this area. I'm like, damn, I'm getting tired of taking over fucking area.
Yeah,
And
that
that
was
and
that.
they're gonna switch between those modes too.
Which I
Yeah,
think,
they
well,
need to
now
take
mind you, I do think, yeah, now what I do think is fairly interesting is that, okay, so say like if you're good with like with one particular mode, but you're not good with the other ones, you have a particular rank for each mode, so that way the matchmaking will be a bit more of like, okay, we'll put you who was it with this person, with your skill level on
Well,
this.
you still
Which,
gotta wait for that time frame though, Dre.
well, yeah, I know you gotta wait. Well, yes, I know you still gotta wait. But what I'm saying though was just that, hey, when it comes up, I do think that that's good for at least matchmaking. So that way, with every mode, you're playing with more people on your skill level rather than just, what was it, just playing with, good people, and you the one just, bringing up the rear, or or you get or you the good one, but then you gotta carry everybody, and ain't nobody know how to do nothing, and it's like, nah. It's like, no, bruh, bruh. I'm sorry, can't do ya. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's at least good in my opinion, but that's just me though.
Well, I
So
think it's cool how they have they've got new weapons coming out, the main weapons, the sub weapons, and the specials. But
Yeah.
are they only geared towards certain weapon sets, or can you like mix and match your main sub and special?
see, they didn't even talk about that. Like,
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what I want to know. I want to know, can you mix and match main subs and specials, or are they in certain packs? Like if you get this particular main, this sub and this special come with it, or will you be able to interchange among the three?
see,
And
and
this
that's
specials is looking nice.
right.
Oh my goodness, they looking nice. There's
They're
so
looking
many
nice.
different ways you can play now, but now what they're doing is they're encouraging you even more to learn what all them different little symbols and stuff mean. So you
Mhm.
can know what your team, what your opposing team is working with as far as their specials and things of what they have
Mhm.
equipped. And because I never really paid attention to any of that, but now you can see it all.
Right, and like I said, you can definitely tell that now that was it
And
where
you can
they
tell when they have their specials.
yeah, and like I say, and basically you can tell that now how like because now that they have more money and people are invested, that now it is basically looking like it's looking like a game. Like it's not looking like a demo or a test. It's like no, like this is like looking like a real, like I said, like actual game. And yes, I will. I like I say yes, and I will give the people out there who are saying like, oh, it just seems like a port, and it's like, okay, to an extent, yeah, it's mainly a poor hurt in the sense of like, yes, there's a lot more of just improving on what was already established. But I'm like, but my motto is why, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Uh,
It, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, we don't know if they'll bring out other modes. They haven't said yet. Hey, they did say other stuff is gonna come down the road. So hey, maybe down the road there'll be new modes. Maybe there'll basically be other things for us to come back to, because really that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to at least make a game, because the reason why they do a lot of the content the way they're doing it now is so that way, okay, in the past you would play a game, it would be the end of it, then it's done, right? And you would never, and then most people would never touch it again. They're trying to at least keep new ideas so that way, A, you keep coming back, and B, depending upon some companies, make more money. Name. But still, and that's what they're, I guess, trying to go for, is you keep coming back and keep enjoying it for as long the game's lifespan is. Which I mean, I get that. Which, like I said, I get that. I mean, I just think that some companies are just not going about it the proper way, especially Nintendo. Though, 'cause who, like I said, just I don't know. I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, look, like don't get me wrong. Like, I'm gonna get this platoon, but even I have to kind of say that, like, from someone who invested over $100 plus into the first one, yes, I do. I'm like, I do think that though, yes, they cut it down to 2 hours as far as the maps. They may just shoot. I don't know. It's like I don't want them to shoot themselves in the foot, but I feel like they shot themselves in the foot because, huh?
Oh no,
What what did he
Marty,
say?
are you playing something?
I
no.
don't know. I heard him say something, and I was like, "Wait, what?" But I
He
feel like they
sounded like he's
kind.
playing
I don't know. I
something.
feel like they're. I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot only because it's like I understand that. Yes, okay, fine. The Japanese didn't complain. The Europeans didn't complain. But it's like, okay, look, you have to find some form of a happy medium as far as with everybody, because you don't want to just exclude, one particular market. And like I said, the way you can do this is if you're gonna rotate every 2 hours, at least give 4 maps. Why can't we have at least four? Like, I mean, like I said, I mean, like I said, I'm sorry, a part of me just does not see why they can't do four. At least four. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they don't
Mm-hmm.
see enough
and
maps to.
and that's gonna cause a lot of, and like I said, and because of that, and mind you, and I'm like, okay, Nintendo. Now here's the thing. And like I said, and I'm being a tad bit harsher this time around because, like I said, now the first time I was a little bit more lenient because I was like, okay, this is something brand new. But this time I'm like, okay, Nintendo, you heard what people said. Okay, it ain't like this is a new IP no more. Okay, y'all have had time now to at least somewhat work on this and make it better. And it's like, well, where's what I'm saying? I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's like, okay, but the people who were complaining, then it's like, you didn't even listen to them. And that's not, and I don't think that that's good. I mean, come on now. It's like, like the whole point of business is to, make money. I mean, yes, you'll have your cult following, but do you only just want the people who play it just to play it? Or like, don't you want to capture or bring in more people? You know? like I said again, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Oh, so I don't know. Like I think it'll do well, but I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't feel like it's gonna make the same impact as the first one did. If that makes any sense.
Mm.
And I don't know. Like, and plus, like, since I don't know, since a lot of games have been coming out on the Switch, it's like, ooh, all this hype. Then they fall on deaf ears. We all remember Arms, right?
Mm. Quick
I still
shout out to Catherine P, and shout out to Meek of Meek Gaming.
what up, man?
Hey, what up? But yeah, I don't know. What you guys think? Do you guys think it'll be, successful, or do you think it'll be all right, but it won't? But it'll probably fall on deaf ears.
I mean, the first one did good. Why wouldn't the second one?
I mean, I don't know because, like I said, I don't know because, I mean, look, the first one was successful because it was something brand new. Now here it is, the second one, and it's just like I feel like yes, the people who love it, yeah, they're gonna love it, but it's like okay, hey, but are you gonna be able to captivate more people? That's the
But
thing.
keep in mind though, a lot of people, there are several people that purchased the Switch that never owned a Wii U, so this would be
True,
their first iteration. So
truth, not truth, and that's probably where, and now probably its main saving grace at the fact that since what was it since like what is it since more people now have a Switch and more people are looking to get into the Switch, it's at least now there's definitely a wider audience of people to possibly play it, and now that'll probably be a saving grace most likely if it basically make Ace as big of if it does make like a giant impact though.
well, I see that there's a lot of indies coming to the Switch, and there are several indies up now that you can purchase on the Switch as well. And that to me is a really good thing. I hope it's a good sign for more to come, and
Because we know third party ain't
all that
coming no
weird
time soon.
stuff. I'm not purchasing that weird stuff. There's some weird stuff on there. Y'all can have that. But I did
Weird
get
stuff.
Implosion, and I am going to mess around with that after this. Play some Implosion because that's a nice little hack and slash. It kind of reminds me of Dungeon Hunter Alliance on the Vita. So
Hmm.
this should be good.
No, but you said weird stuff.
Yeah, there's weird stuff on the eShop. I'm not fooling with that mess.
Hmm.
But anywho, back to the Splatoon. Dirty, is there anything else you want to say about it? Oh, there's also a little mini game of sorts that I saw too called Squid Beats 2.
Yeah,
You mean their version of Dance Revolution?
It's cute. It's cute, Dre. It's cute.
No, 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 no. It's cute. I was just saying it. I was saying it's like their version of Dance Revolution.
It's cute though. I really don't. I want to see more of that. And like apparently you're playing with other folks that are on their game pads that are on their switches. So I don't know. They really didn't go into too much detail on that.
Now, please, was it now? Please, in the word, at least, and now was it? I have to say though, is it bad that I kind of like the new, like I don't know, Squid Sisters, or we'll just call them the Squid Sisters. But I like these new Squid Sisters because that was it. What's her name? Not Mari.
Isn't it?
Marina. She is pretty.
Oh.
I love her. I love her character
Oh
design.
look,
It's
what
just
happened
like
to the other two? Callie and whatever the hell her name is.
oh, okay. Mart was it? I know. Like I think Callie. She went to the dark side. Out of some shit, I don't know. She went evil. That's actually what. No, like, look. Actually, believe it or not, that's what the single player is about.
He went
Basically,
to
what
the
it is.
dark side.
Yes, honey, Callie went to the dark side. She's formatted.
She got
And
tired of her sister overshadowing her. That's what that was. She like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out.
he was like, "How dare you win the last Flatfest and not me?" Anyway, but still, but actually, that's what the single player is about. Is basically what was it? You're rescuing what was it? You're rescuing sorry, not Mari, sorry, Callie from the Octolings because now they took over for her, and now I guess she's gonna be like the final boss because they haven't shown that yet. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's about.
Hmm.
So yeah, pretty much yeah, one of the squid sisters with evil, y'all. Like, oh shit. Still, so I mean, was like I said, no, it seems interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Shit with
I'm
the
just
So
waiting.
wait. So they booted Callie and Marie or whatever her name is out, and then they've got who now?
Marina.
Marie.
Okay, or another,
Is she by
look, their
herself?
version of Ebony and Ivory.
Is she by herself, Marina? Are
No,
they
is it
all? Are
no?
they all related? What? I missed that.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. They just be
Oh,
like, "Ooh, here's Marina, here's Pearl," and I'm just like, okay. Pearl looks like shit. Marina's waifu. Okay, hey, done. And like, I don't know. Marina's like a DJ, and like Pearl's like a dancer,
oh.
and I'm like,
I
okay,
saw at the
what?
end they was having a little rave.
Right? And I'm like, wait, what? And apparently the first like test fire slash Splatfest is gonna be cake versus ice cream.
Meek, I didn't watch the whole rave thing they had at the end. I saw some of it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Click. Now it's time to do the video. So yeah, I didn't watch the whole rave at the end. That's
Was
exactly
it?
what it was.
So
They
what's it?
were having
And
a rave.
also,
Was they like singing or
y'all,
something?
let us know out there. You team
Yeah, I
cake or
think.
team ice cream? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay.
Cake, or ice cream? I don't know.
You a mess. So, do
But
anybody
yeah,
have any qualms about the game, even though it's not out yet? You can't really comment on that too much, but like I said, I spoke on my two, but that is just stemming from the first one too. And it
I
seems
just
like that's going to continue throughout the second one. And of course, we get over it, we adapt, and that's it. But I just wish that they had done that differently and had more modes available at the same time instead of interchanging between two every so many hours. So,
well with me,
mm-hmm.
I just wanted them to have it where you can be able to pick what you want to play. Like say if you want to play in a ranked match and you want to play the one where you have to capture the crap and take it back to your home base. I should be able to pick that. You know, that's what I want. I just want to be able to choose or vote on different maps. But I guess they don't have enough maps to do that, so I guess that's why we gotta
yeah, but
wait.
they got new ones, so you would think they would have enough. What up,
Okay, then.
You
What do you think?
think, but
LG?
I don't know. You know how Nintendo is. They got
Yeah.
everything for you. They think we're mindless and can't comprehend. Nintendo got to do everything back. They see everybody doing the same thing, but they game where you can just go in and just choose whatever you want to play. That you good in. Then Nintendo got to go and change it by saying we're gonna pick it for you, but you got to play it.
Well, like Dre said, we the only ones complaining.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to me, it makes
And we
sense. It makes sense. But EJ made a comment in reference to the little sisters or whatever. He said Marie had been mentoring Marina and Pearl.
what?
Uh,
I okay. Well, I
So what?
apparently I guess I missed that.
So what is the two new girls? What is they catchphrase? Because I know the other two will stay fresh. What is theirs?
hell, I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. Keep staying fresh. I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't look. I don't know. Still, I hope you can skip over them and they don't become annoying like Callie and Marie. Oh my
Oh my god,
god.
it drove me nuts. But I'm glad now you could skip over the dude in the weapon shop. You could skip over him because I swear you be sitting there a half a freaking hour hitting the button. Hey, shut up. Let me get to what I need to do. He just talk. So
He's
yeah,
like,
you
I
can
just
skip
need to
over him.
talk for like 8 hours before we actually get down to what's important here. I'm just like, oh
Meek
god,
Meek
could you
said,
just
I
stop?
think it's off the hook is their phrase.
Oh god, off the hook.
Sinister said this gaming generation is lazy. Sinister, where'd that come from?
This gaming channel. I don't want women. What do you mean by it's lazy?
Yeah, no, I'm asking him to elaborate for us.
Yes, please
Elaborate.
elaborate.
So Dirty, is there anything else you want to say in reference to the Splatoon 2 direct?
No, just waiting for it to come out. That's about it.
Yeah, it's what, next week? The next week? When is it coming out? A couple weeks?
No, that's that. What's that? That's coming out. I think it said from 7 to 10 or something like that.
Huh?
Uh, it was something they had coming out next week. They're supposed to be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Nah, I mean the
Yeah,
game.
basically, I think that's the Splatfest. Yeah, that's the Test Fire Splatfest where hey, was it where you're either Team Cake or Team Ice Cream?
Ice
Yeah,
cream.
so I guess it come out on the
Hmm
22nd. I guess.
I'm just sitting here like,
LG said, "Are y'all gonna get it?" Yes, LG, it's already pre-ordered.
Yes.
yeah, I want to basically
Okay.
get it, but I have to get it whenever basically the Switch becomes available again. So,
Miss K said, "I think he means the developers are lazy." Oh,
mm,
well, you got a point. Either that or they're
well,
just plain not developing for the Switch. I mean, I don't understand why folks are not developing for the Switch because, again, who don't like money? But I'm not a developer, so I can't answer that question.
we know why third party didn't basically didn't go out on a limb for it.
Shout out to Luigi64. Hello, Luigi.
Luigi.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah. So, but like I said, we all, like I said, was just we know. Was it? What was like? I forgot where I was gonna go with this. Derp. Anyway.
Well, you know that there's gonna be new weapons and gear and stages and stuff throughout the year. So, and I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's
totally.
cool. I think it's cool that they're still, giving us free stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're giving us like
Hmm
free stages, free weapons, free gear. You know what I mean? As opposed to having
Yeah,
microtransactions.
free. Yeah, y'all. Free DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all not like free DLC? Oh wait, I forgot. Y'all them same motherfuckers that want to pay upwards of $80 for DLC and Smash.
Who did
I called
that?
you all out. Huh?
Who did that?
You know how many people pay up like okay, do you know how much Smash DLC costs?
No, because I don't never buy DLC.
Oh gosh, like I think if you want to get like all the DLC for Smash Brothers, there's like that's at least like near like I think like 30 $40, and then if you want everything, yeah, that's gonna cost you maybe like from somewhere between 60 to 80 for everything between the Wii U and was the Wii U and the 3DS, and people did it.
Mm.
I said, now y'all heifers is wrong. Now y'all know damn good and well y'all gonna sit here and complain about. And mind you, and some of the same people, like I said, the same people who sat there and complained about
You cutting in and out, Dre.
dang it. Oh darn it! It didn't even have my whatchamacall. Hold on. That's probably hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, it was like I said, I had to change the thing because apparently it didn't have my headset mic basically say it as the default or whatever. I don't know. But like I said, though, but yeah, some of the same people who sat there and complained about Splatoon ran back around and basically bought all that damn Smash DLC. And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
No, sir.
Y'all, I'm like, how y'all all gonna complain about free DLC versus paying almost $80 the entire DLC for both games?
You know
Cause
some folks is backwards.
yeah. Oh, cause your special is basically needed to basically get it for the 3DS and the Wii U.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't. hell, and it won't even. I'm just like hell. I can't see. Mm-mm. But so, but like you said, though, at least they're giving us free DLC.
Yeah, you can't complain on that.
Nope, nope,
But you
not at
know,
all.
I think the game has a lot of potential, just like the first one, because people are still playing Splatoon even now. Because people love Splatoon, and
Hmm.
so I think this one is going to keep a lot of folk busy as well, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know
Well,
exactly
yeah,
how many
same.
modes I'll play, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Look, y'all know. Look. I don't. I thought I said I don't care. Call me a Splatoon fanboy. Say I'm giving for Nintendo Pass. I don't care. I like it. So you got to worry about that. Okay.
But you know what? That none of that makes sense to me. None of that
Uh,
fanboy crap. None of that makes sense to me. I mean, if you like a game, you like a game. Why do you have to have a label because you like a particular
Oh
company?
no,
You like
because
a
you,
particular
because
game.
Link, because like, was it? Because how dare how dare we, because like for instance, like people like me who actually like it, they're just saying, well, oh, how dare you let Nintendo get away with this, or how dare you have a difference of opinions than us? How like we think it's trash. You're supposed to think it's trash too. Oh, you think it's actually a decent game? You're a fanboy. You're an ignorant fanboy. That's it. I'm just like, for real. That's why I had to dislike that one person's video because that's literally what they did. They literally sat there and just were like, oh, anyone who defends this game, like pretty much just sitting there and trying to make fun of anyone who actually liked the game. And it's just like, yeah, no. Oh, there's a way to an express, like, if you don't, I'm not saying you have to like everything, but there's a way to express your opinion and a way not to express your opinion. Now I know y'all I am the king of making general statements and blanket statements, but come on now. I don't have a platform like some people do, and for you to be up on a platform like you are, then you always sitting around and hollering and wondering why Nintendo don't ever send you shit or don't ever invite you to shit. It's like, I wonder why, because you don't know how to conduct yourself properly. Thank you. Oh, but still, but let me stop talking about folks. Anyway,
Okay, so all right, is there anything else anybody would like to add before we close?
Dirty disappeared. I guess his internet said no, not today.
Well, maybe he'll be back. So is there they in the comment section going in on on Peach and Pauline and who hotter than who?
Wait, what?
They a mess.
Who did what?
It started out when Luigi 64 came into the chat. Luigi 64 came into the chat, then everybody started going ham. It's funny.
That is so sad. We're here to talk about Splatoon, and we're fighting over Peach and Pauline and all them
He just
folks.
came in. He was like, he just said hi or whatever, and Miss K had to get it started. Miss K, you started this mess. So
Uh, oh God!
Miss K was like, "Where's Mario?" And then Luigi said
Where's
he not here. He on vacation. And I
my
said it's about
vacation?
time he had to get away from Peach. And then here they go. They a mess.
Oh my God! I could die. Oh my gosh! That's just where y'all be cutting up.
I love
Y'all,
it.
y'all
I love it.
yeah.
Minister said Luigi
Mm-hmm.
dating Mario sloppy seconds. Minister said Mario got that pimp game. EJ said Pauline dating Donkey Kong anyway. And Sinister said Peach Horn with Bowser. Miss K said Peach is a straight whore. They a mess. They are a mess.
Oh God, I'm in
Miss
tears.
Meek said, Pearl got those raps that could take Peach. Meek Meek said Mario is a Rob Kardashian. You mean? That is so mean. Sinister said, surprise Mario has a smash Samus. Samus. Y'all are best. They got a whole little sitcom going on in the comments about these Mario characters.
Y'all play too much. Oh my god. I was dead after that Rob Kardashian comment.
Oh man, that
Oh,
he ain't gonna,
oh Lord.
that is crazy. Anywho, Mickey
Mm.
said Splatoon is a fun game though, and it will sell good. Yeah, I feel it will. I feel it'll keep people engaged too. Me, Miss K said Mario can't hang.
Oh no, and mind you though, like what was it? What was it? And mind you, I even told that person right now, mind you, they sitting there talking about, oh, it's useless, like, the same boring ideas, right? I literally sat there and said, because Mario was a 2D he side scroller for how long?
Mm.
And that's one of your favorite franchises, so I don't want to hear it. It- yes, if it was one of the like, ooh, did you really say that? I'm
I
like,
see
well, I
you in
didn't
the
say it like that.
comments, LG.
I mean, I didn't say it like that, but I'm just like, oh, how many times would you run over from the cheap and the giant cheap
Uh huh.
and over like and jump over something? Then I'm like, come on now, how long was Mario 2D side scroller? Stop it.
Uh huh.
Stop it. Like, I mean, I know that there's other ones, but I'm like, hey, don't be sitting there talking about repetition. And when it's like, okay, if you rep Mario of in any shape, way, or form, you have no right to talk about repetition. That's all I'm gonna say. No right.
Mm.
What? You ain't got no right. Okay, if Mario is your homeboy and that's your main go-to Nintendo game, you ain't got no right to talk about repetition. That's all I'm gonna say. If Donkey Kong is your stilo, you ain't got nothing to say.
Something wrong with you, yo, Stilo.
It's your stilo. What? True? I mean, come on, though. Am I one thought? I mean, am I lying though?
Oh, you a best. LG said Dre chill. Smiley face.
No, I'm chill. It's just no LG. Look, it's just the fact of like I said. Okay, I know sometimes I make blanket statements and stuff like that, but like, come on. But I'm not. But I'm not rude with it though. I try to at least be somewhat nice or somewhat objective about it, and not and not be subjective or however the freaking word works. But still, like I said, someone want to be like, oh, basically it's the same stuff, nothing different. It sucks. Oh, you basically what was it? Oh, and then you wonder, but yet then you sitting there and you the main one who want to sit there and cry when Nintendo don't do shit with you and nobody ever wants to do nothing for nothing. And as far as with you, I'm like, you wonder why? Hi. Cause you just talk ignorant out the side of your mouth whole half the time. I'm like, come on now. Now, like I said, I'm like, now it's this kind of ish that basically is the reason why Nintendo don't want to work with you. Oh gosh, I can't. I can't with people.
LG said what? DK64 was pretty good.
Huh?
He said,
I never
he
said it.
said,
Look, I
he
never said
said
it
Donkey
wasn't
Kong
good.
64 is trash.
Look,
And
I never said it wasn't
LG
good. I
said
just said you can't talk about
DK64 is good.
repetition. Mainly speaking to who that particular person in their video, where they were sitting there talking about like, oh, it's the same old shit, it rehashed, and I'm like, but Mario, is your main game. I'm
Mm.
like, how you gonna talk about repetition, but yet you rep Mario? Like, come on now.
Like I said, you know how folks are.
I'm like, how many times have we seen a 2D side scroller? Where? Oh wait, I'm waiting.
LG,
Oh, and then they made it.
LG
Oh, and then they
said
made it into
DK
3D.
wasn't as
Ooh,
repetitive as Mario.
huh?
LG said DK wasn't as repetitive as Mario.
Okay, it wasn't as repetitive, but it was still repetitive. keyword was still repetitive. That's what I'm saying is that if it's like I said, if you have things like Mario and Donkey Kong that have a lot of repetition in it, how you gonna sit there and bag on Splatoon and say that there's repetition and say that, oh, it's wrong to have repetition, but yet you've been known and gone on record to basically rep Mario hard motherfucking core. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of repetition in Mario and even Donkey Kong. That's what I mainly think. I know people gonna think I'm like in my feelings about this, aren't they?
Well, I mean,
People gonna think I won't be in my feelings. Okay, to anyone out there that's viewing this, I'm not in my feelings. I just speak very passionately. Just to let you know, I speak very passionately.
well,
So,
there's nothing wrong with that.
because like I said, because no, because I mean, and it's just like, and it's not because like I said, like I'm a fan. It's just like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. People come. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just like with Nintendo, it's like, come on, guys. Okay, I know it's different. I know it sucks. But hey, let's at least see how it goes first.
LG said in all the other games, but I digress. LOL.
And all the other games.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's meaning that all the other games are repetitious too.
But I talk you right. But see, but like I said though, but yet you gonna complain about the repetition though. I said I can't. I said and I'm like, first of all, you can't be a Nintendo fanboy and then be complaining about repetition. First of all, okay. Hey, I'm just gonna say that one right now. This is shady as hell. This is shady. Like I
All right,
said, you
well,
can't.
we're totally off subject. So,
Yes,
is there anything else you want to say in reference to the Splatoon 2?
I can't
Direct?
wait.
Oh,
Huh?
anything you want to say about the Splatoon 2 direct?
Um, it was all right. I felt like it could have been around E3, but either way, like I said, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I'm gonna I mean, y'all already know. Anyone that knows me, you know, I'm gonna get it either way. I don't care.
But
I,
meaning behind it, like why have that now instead of having it?
that's what I'm saying. I said that this could have been at E3, and we could have been more in the know then, and we may, been a bit more interested now. Like, I mean, you can't, like I say, now, yes, there were some things that they did go into more detail about, but I don't see why we had to wait until today to get this info when I'm like, this is information that should have been at E3. I'm like, this info should have been at E3 almost over a month ago. Oh, so yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's Maybelline, but like I said, it's just, um,
Mm-mm.
so.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and end the podcast. You the only
Mm-hmm.
one left. So, Dre, tell everybody who you are and where they can find you.
Hey everyone, and what's it? It's UHC91 here. You can find me on all my social medias as UHC91. Same way as it's spelled on YouTube. Now, if you want to mainly directly contact me, I'm mainly on Twitter. So yes, follow me on Twitter. Tell me who you are. I'll probably follow you back, and we can, sit here and talk some shit about all these piece of shit, no shit gamers out here who want to basically talk shit.
Well,
Hmm.
throw
Oh,
another
and also
name.
being positive about hating all the haters.
Mm,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
Liv, what's your
Next
stuff?
red
Tell me
lady.
what your stuff.
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and end the podcast. Dirty just dropped out. Ain't even bothered to come back or what. Anywho, um, thank you all for watching. If you are not currently subscribing to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will leave links in the description to everyone that was here on the podcast. Be sure to follow. You guys in the comment section were lit, like for real. Y'all going on a whole tangent, some freaking Jerry Springer stuff about Mario and Peach and all these all these other little characters. Y'all the best. So anywho, so yeah, that's it. I guess yeah. On
Hmm.
that note, we'll go ahead and just say sayonara. Peace.
It's lit.